Let us welcome the very first speaker of this contest.
The first speaker is Ms. Rino Kimura from St. Paul's University. She will deliver her speech under the title, The Smile for Loved Ones. Ms. Kimura, please come up to the stage and shout for a new world.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, distinguished judges, and questioner. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The happy life was broken suddenly. The smile completely disappeared from my precious person. His eyes were fixed at one point and lost their brightness. He, my father, was taken with a terrible disease, depression. When I actually saw a big change in my father, I deeply regretted that. Why couldn't I save him before he suffered from it? I might never see his tender smile again. This terrible disease takes away not only people's energy, but also our precious happiness. Today, I'm standing here to tell you how to prevent depression in advance. Depression takes away people's energy, mentally and physically. The symptoms of depression are divided into two categories. One of mind and one of body. In the case of the mind, people feel unmotivated when they try to do something, and also they tend to be reluctant to go out and meet people. And in the case of the body, they have no appetite and can't sleep well. When these two symptoms become advanced at the same time, in the worst case, they make a choice to end their life. Actually, according to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, the most common reason for suicide is depression. In this way, depression does a great harm to our mind and body. Then, what is the cause of depression? The underlying cause is stress. When people are under stressful situations such as the death of a loved one, a job transfer, or bullying, they put a heavy burden on our brain and make it unable to work well. And finally, this process ends with a terrible disease, depression. Even if you don't mind just a small amount of stress in everyday life, it may cause a terrible disease in the future. 3 years ago, my father was transferred to a new workplace. A stressful situation waited for him. Every day, every time he got shouted at by his national boss, he lost his confidence and hesitated to open up about his feelings to someone. And finally, the terrible disease ate up his body, little by little. After he was diagnosed with depression, he came back to my family to take a rest. He was totally different from what he used to be. He didn't read a newspaper as he used to do it like a daily routine. Even if I tried to make him laugh, he would never smile, just nod his head. It was then I realized the awfulness of this disease. Even though depression is a serious problem in Japan, Many of you can imagine that this would happen to you. However, it is not a rare disease. It can happen to everyone. According to the World Health Organization, 1 out of 13 people become depressed in their lifetime. Considering this fact, you and your loved ones might become depressed. Therefore, I want you to save your loved ones and yourself from depression before you suffer from it, like my father. Now, I would like to share one idea with you. I think you may feel gloomy to listening to my speech. So, let's change the atmosphere. I strongly recommend smiling. Smiling has a good effect from medical point of view. According to the Okayama University, by smiling, the parasympathetic nerve, which means fukukokan shinke in Japanese, is activated, and it helps to reduce stress. Therefore, smiling has a good effect to prevent depression and save ourselves from it. Moreover, smiling has a chain effect. Your smile makes someone smile makes others smile, and your smile. Like almost all people will return their greetings when you greet someone. Most people will return their smiles when you smile at someone. You can spread the chain of the smile by your smile. Therefore, your smile also saves your loved ones. Now, my father became much better than before and gave me a brighter smile, which I had longed for. I cannot change the fact that my father had a depression. But we can save our loved ones from now on. I keep smiling every day because I never want my father to become depressed and lose his precious smile. That's why I'm delivering this speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please close your eyes and imagine the smile of people around you. I want you to protect your loved ones and yourself from depression before your precious smile disappears. The smile tells us how important it is to stay healthy. The smile tells us how precious your loved one is. The smile will tell us the importance of making a smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kimura. Then, we would like to move on to the question and answer session. Mr. Kusama, please.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Kimura. So, you're the first speaker. How do you feel up there?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Why don't you smile more?
Okay.
You said, how's your father now? Recovered?
Yeah.
Better.
Better
So
than
you
before.
give them your smile every day, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So it sounds like a really good girl. Okay, isn't it kind of stressful that we have to smile? You advised us, such that we keep on smiling. I think sometimes it's a kind of stressful for us to keep on smiling, especially when we're not in the mood for smiling. And we may feel depressed in the worst case. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to make those people smile. But if I made a smile and to those people, he or she would feel more easier to open up about his feelings or something like that. So I think smiling is effective.
That means that you keep on saying, you do smile every day.
Yeah.
You do that?
Yes.
You do that? Okay.
I keep smiling every day.
Okay. I just wonder to what extent smiling is really, really effective for depression, for curing depression. Like, is smiling effect also effective for the person suffering from the most serious depression, or just is that effective to just like the person with a slight depression? What?
Yeah, a slight depression, I think.
To what extent? I think there are some levels of the degrees
yeah.
of depression.
Yes.
Middle, slightest, what?
Slightest.
Slightest?
Yeah.
So what do you do with those who suffer from depression with higher degree, more serious degrees? Like,
More serious?
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
Yeah. I think it's very difficult to make them smile. So for people who are depressed, I think it is to
Sorry to interrupt
yeah.
you. Why don't you ask them to see a doctor?
yeah. It's of course, yeah.
The
Yeah.
doctor answer.
Yes.
Okay.
And become more better, we can smile at them.
Okay. Okay. Good. Time's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kusama and Ms. Kimura. I strongly felt the importance of smile through Ms. Kimura's speech. Next time, when my friend seems stressed, I will remember to smile at her. Thank you for a heartwarming and powerful speech.